families of our beloved brother and distinguished Senator Longjan. Mr. President, the word life and the word vanity are synonymous and interchangeable. And beneath the word vanity lies the mystery which mankind is today faced with. For all beings are created by God, with their mission on earth deeply rooted in their vision in the journey of life as a guide. But no man can live above or beyond his destiny, for every man's destiny has a relationship with God. So let it be with Longjan this day. It is yet another sad day that we have to suspend plenaries and activities of this red chamber to mourn one of our own, a great leader, a peacemaker, one that loves without counting costs of returns, a father and humility personified. If there's a study in the University of Humility, Senator Longjan should be called a professor of humility. But unfortunately today, again, Longjan has to go unceremoniously. Mr. President, death comes when it will come. And death usually comes like a terrible wide wind, devastating plans, bringing sadness instead of joy and happiness, leaving families confused most of the time, and ending programs, and showing authority over men. But I've come to agree that death is inevitable. And the fear of God and the powers of death lies the wisdom of man, and guide the activities of those who are on earth and who are living. But what can we say of this great leader? Rather than mourn, let's celebrate him. Because I've come to realize that we have three categories of life. Those who live a life of wickedness, and those who conspire to destroy other lives, and those who take lives for just no cause. The wicked ones is one type of life. And I've seen a life of deceit, those who deceive and selfish, who contribute nothing to the society and live a selfish life. That's yet another type of life. And the third part of life is the life that Longjan lived, a life of humility, giving without counting cost of return, remembering the poor and helping society. That's the life that he lives. And when men like this leave and depart, we don't say they die, we say they transit to glory. But when the wicked one dies, we say obituary because there's nothing to write about them. And we have those kind of men in our political class today who only thinks about themselves and not think about the common man, and those who conspire and destroy others, and those who plan and set all kinds of traps to make sure others don't make a way. These men will one day die. Both the good, the bad, and the ugly will die. But the difference is that those who die as good people transit into glory. And their stories are told years after they must have left. A good example of great men of this nature is my Lord Jesus Christ, whose story is being told after departure. So let's learn to transit, because life will come to an end one day. And it's no longer about what you have, but what you do with what you have on earth. Let's learn to embrace people and make peace like Longjan, and show love to one another. Because I do know one day, Mr. President, we shall all bow before the altars of God when we shall be given opportunity to give account of our stewardship on earth. And I wonder, when our videos are played, what will be seen. On that day, we will not be called senators, neither will we not be called presidents or governors. We shall be mere mortals before God to give account of stewardship. May we be remembered for something good. So today, Mr. Longjan will salute his spirit as a great man, and a man who have displayed humility in all practical aspects of life. He was my vice chairman of Committee on Culture and Tourism. And I recall the day he walked in, and we're only 5 members on that committee. He said to me, that's the man for you. When there's tension, he brings peace. Even his face radiates joy and peace. But I do not know where he is. I've not died before, and I don't intend to die quickly. But I could imagine in my imaginational world that Mr. Longjan is saying to all of us here now, listen, gentlemen, death is real. Remember your time will come. Do the best you can do for humanity, and remember the poor. Do not create crisis, and do not kill because you want to acquire political position. And don't go and rig elections just because you want to come to Senate. And most importantly, Mr. President, he's saying to all of us, see my beautiful wife and my children, forget them not. Whatever you can do to support them while I'm away, I will appreciate wherever I am. And to those in my community, don't fight them. And don't think that I'm no more, that you may destroy this family. Leave my family alone. That's all he's saying. And he's saying to Nigeria, he's saying to people of Boko Haram, stop killing. And he's saying to all the leaders, listen, change your style and embrace peace. Thank you.